Hi, pipe smokers. This is Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. Actually, a very tired Paul the Pipe Guy. Yeah. So, we're just going to have a little Wednesday short smoke together here. Yeah. So, I'm smoking my new Viking pipe that I did a review on yesterday for Two for Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, the 26th of January. Yeah. And just opened a brand new tin of spark plug. Yeah. So we're just going to relax and smoke this. And yes, I'm wearing my coat because it's like 6 degrees outside. Gosh. Whatever. It's 8:45, 45 minutes after the hour, and I'm tired. Hmm. Hmm. Haven't smoked spark plug in a little while. I did do a review on it, and you can look it up if you want. Just enjoying the peace and quiet and tranquility here alone in my living room. My I haven't bought a pipe in a. This was the last pipe I bought, and that was brand new. I think I bought it in November, and my good friend, the pipe smoker, suggested to try the Rat Ray uh, pipes. So I got that in today. I opened it up. Kelly the cat loves the box. Yeah. Wanted to review it, but I'm absolutely exhausted. You know, I don't know. I think it's time to slow down and smell the roses a little bit. Do some things I like to do instead of just work. Uh, you ever feel like you're just on that treadmill? That treadmill of work. And I'm not complaining. It is what it is. But it's like you get up, you go to work. You come home, you have just enough energy to, after being gone from home for 12 hours, you come home, you do the things that you have to do. You know, stuff like normal maintenance, like laundry and whatever, household chores or whatever you got going on in your life. You get those things out of the way after a long, long day. It's called prioritizing things. After you have that done, then you do the things that you enjoy, that make you happy. And then before you know it, work too much, come home, do the things that have to be done, then you try to fit a little bit of something in that makes you happy, you know, little hobbies and stuff like that or whatever. And then all of a sudden you've realized you've stayed up too late. And the whole game starts again the next day. And then you realize that one day fades into the next. It's like, has anybody ever seen that movie? What's the name of the movie? Groundhog Day. Yeah, Groundhog Day, where the guy, I forget the guy's name. You know who I'm talking about. It's not Chevy Chase. It's Bill Murray, where he has such a full day. His alarm goes off. He goes to sleep after a long, long day. Goes to sleep. And then he wakes up. The alarm goes off. And it's the same day as before. Over and over and over. Well, I'm doing what I have to do right now because my daughter's getting married, but I have to do for myself first. I've already made some financial commitments, which I've fulfilled to her and her wonderful fiance. And now, you know, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't get enough sleep, you're no good to anybody. That's kind of the way I feel right now. I mean, if I had like 2 or 3 days of just, you know, doing stuff that I want to do and nothing that I have to do, oh, that'd be so awesome. Because with life, what happens, you think those things that you have to do are so important and you're driven to get them done, and all of a sudden one day you wake up and you're an old man. The years flew by, the kids grew up, the grandkids grew up. You never took the time to appreciate what life is really supposed to be about. And that's balanced. So kind of right now, my life my work life and my personal life are unbalanced. And so I'm going to have to fix that because with too much work and too little fun, well, you're worthless to anybody, you know. You get to a point where you're so burnt out, burning the candles at both ends. Mm-hmm. Comes a time where you realize that if you're burning the candle at both ends, at one point in time, both ends are going to meet. And I've done this in the past before. It's not worth it. It's not worth any amount of money. I'm not rich. I'm not poor. I'm blessed. I do have a truck that runs. Bought it brand new. Yeah, sometimes I have to pray over it before. Sometimes I have to say a little prayer and give it a blessing and hope the one above gets me where I have to go, you know, especially in the winter. I'll be anxious to get back to 40 hours a week instead of 55 hours a week, 6 days a week. You get Saturday to just sit there and I just worked 55 hours. You get half a Saturday. Then you get Sunday, which you're so exhausted, you sleep until like 10, 11 o'clock in the afternoon. Then you wake up and you realize that, you know, half the day's wasted. You walk around like a zombie. My father always taught me mental toughness. And this is my adopted father that married my mom and adopted us kids. Mental toughness can only last so long. I'm not a tough guy by any means. I'm a survivor. I can adapt and overcome, but I've come to the realization that, shit, I remember when I was 27 and now I'm 57. The time has just evaporated. And I like to do, you know, kind of stupid stuff like go see outdoor good music in the summertime, go to garage sales, go to the Goodwill, see my family, visit my grandkids. And right now it's wintertime, so a lot of that stuff's not going on, but you know, not depressed or anything. I'm just kind of beat up and dead ass dog tired. You know, you come home and do the things that you have to do, and then you do the things that make you happy, and you just run out of time. Before you know it, it's midnight. Yeah, I'm biting off more than I can chew, I think. More than I want to chew. As much as I love the overtime and stuff, no amount of money is more important than my grandchildren and my children. And, some of the little goals that I have for enjoyment in my life that I want to do. About 10 years ago, I went to visit the family attorney for, something I had to do. Nothing illegal or anything like that. I just needed him to do some paperwork for something. And he says, "Hey, Paul, how you been?" And I says, "Well, I'm working, this amount of hours and doing this and doing that and staying real busy." And he says, "Well, I've got a friend of mine that's just like you. Never took any time to do the things in life that are really important. And I says, "Really?" He says, "Yeah, you look tired." And this was 10 years ago. He said, the guy never took a vacation, never did that. All he did was work and got a little enjoyment in here and there. And I says, "Really?" He says, "Yeah, he's just like you. I'm going to his wake this afternoon." I was like, "What? What?" He says, "Yeah, he worked himself to death. Too much work, too little time to do the things that are really important, that are worth far more than money." Changed my diet and my whole way of living, and I don't go out to bars or anything anymore. I was a little, well, no, a little more than wild back in the 80s and early 90s, but now I have kids that are grown, a lot of them. They own houses and have kids, and I want to be part of that. There was a point in time when they were all young and I had a lot of kids. I had 6 sons and 4 daughters. And I was in my 20s and 30s. I really didn't have a choice. I mean, wasn't going to go on government assistance. And, my wife and I chose to have that many between 2 marriages, and it was my duty to provide for them, not the government to provide for them. And so I've been working those hours and stuff, and now my kids are all grown. My youngest is going to be 18 years old in a couple weeks. Time for me to kick back and slow down a little and smell the roses, yeah. Keep going with my good eating habits and so forth, but I think I know what I have to do. I think you do too. I'm not complaining. I'm very, very thankful for what I have. Now that I've worked so hard all of my life since I was 7 years old, it's time to enjoy it. Whether the good man upstairs gives me one last breath or If he gives me another 40 years, live to be 97, I don't know. It's his call, not mine, but he's kind of tapping on my door saying, yo, Paul. Well, no, God doesn't say yo. But, the Holy Spirit's like saying, you need to kick back a little bit and enjoy life. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Thank God I have my faith. Yeah. So I'm going to take things in stride, just slow down, have more disposable time. I mean, I live a very simple life, so whatever income I make, like I said, I'm not rich and I'm not poor. I have enough disposable income, but now I don't have enough disposable time. And we're going to change that. Shared with some of you my little bucket list of a couple things that I want to do. I'd like to do some traveling. I'd like to visit a couple pipe companies, In the next couple weeks, I'm going to be going in and getting my passport, which they're running about 11 weeks from the time you go. And we'll see where that takes me. Like I said, I'm not a rich guy, but I have enough. Never got the big 401k because everything went to the kids, all them kids I was raising. Which if I had to do it again, I don't care if I had $10 billion in a 401k. My sons and daughters are worth way much more than $10 billion to me. Now it's time to be a grandpa, pass the torch down, slow down a little bit. Anyways, just my Wednesday night thoughts. Thanks for watching. I'm going to settle down here, and like I said, I have the jacket on because it's just so cold out. It's like permeating the house, even though I have my temp turned up to 68 degrees. It's so cold outside, it just penetrates the walls. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this little Wednesday evening smoke together. Yep, love one another. Enjoy life. It goes by quick. Trust me. I hope to have a very long life. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Over and out. Thanks for watching.